Thanks, Liz. Good evening and welcome to the Board of Trustees December 18th, 2018 meeting. I'd like to take a motion to close or adjourn the executive session and reopen the public meeting. Trustee Taylor, second. Deputy Mayor Cassell, all in favor? Unanimous. We'll do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Trustee Rosillo will do the prayer.
This is the last meeting of the year, so I just want to take this opportunity to wish everyone a happy holiday and hope that everybody has a healthy and happy new year. And I would just like to say that it's been interesting and worthwhile working with everybody here, and let's hope we have a good 2019. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Rosillo. I'll just ask you to stand for a minute. Some sad news. Jonathan Greengrass, who was a member of the school board, I think he was vice president actually of the school board, died yesterday at the age of 53. Those of you that knew Jonathan, he was a loving husband, father, son, an entrepreneur. He was a real leader in the community. His quick wit, caring nature, warmth will be acutely missed and forever remembered by the community, by his wife Ellen, his sons Ben and Aiden, his mother Jerry, his brother Adam, his co-workers, school board members, neighbors, and his many, many friends. Donations in his honor can be made to Gilda's Club in Westchester. They have been very helpful with the family through Jonathan's illness. There'll be a service tomorrow at Dowdell, Edwards and Dowdell, and the visitation starts at 10:30 through 11:30, and then the service starts at 11:30. So I'd like to just take a minute of remembrance for Jonathan. Okay, I think I need to amend the agenda to the last item. So I'm going to take a motion to grant the village attorney
to
to amend the
agenda to
okay.
add the following item.
Okay, to amend the agenda to add the following item. Motion to grant the village attorney authority to commence litigation in the Supreme Court of Westchester County against the owners of 41 Ridge Road related to the illegal use of the property. Let me just give a brief explanation, or?
You want to just do the motion to amend the agenda, then we'll deal
Okay.
with it after the, when it comes up at the matters requiring action?
Okay,
Is that okay?
all right, sounds good. Okay. Trustee Rosillo, second. Trustee Taylor, all in favor? Unanimous. Okay, we have the continuation of the public hearing to consider an application to create a historical district on Belden Avenue as recommended by the AHRB pursuant to Chapter 300-43 of the Village Code. Would anybody like to? No?
Could someone just fill in the
Mayor,
status?
yeah,
Yeah.
I can give you the update of where we are. So we were here last time. We needed a more detailed resolution in accordance with the code from the AHRB. They did that. We got it on Friday. I sent it around to everyone today. I sent it to Dwight Douglas, our planner, who reviewed it also. We communicated earlier today also. So the plan is now, where does the board want to go? I think we heard from the public. They seem to be in favor of it, from what I've heard. If the board is looking to move forward with this and create the district, Dwight and I will work on it in the next few weeks and have it ready for your January 8th meeting, the resolution creating the district. So we're sort of making sure all the steps are met, and this would be the final step to do the resolution.
Right.
Unless you want to hear more from the public, you can do that also.
I'd also be interested in thoughts from the board also on this.
You want to do that now, or do you want to wait?
You wanna
until
wait?
after
Do you
see
wanna
the
do-
legislation?
You can do it, I mean, just generally, I mean, is my perception correct? I think I've spoken to a few board members offline who seem to, not put words in anyone's mouth, seem to think that this was a good idea. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but if that's true, we can prepare it. If you want to talk about it tonight, you can, that you generally think it's a good idea, and then we can prepare the resolution and get into the details.
Any comments?
You're not required to, though.
No.
Well, I'm gathering does anybody else?
Anybody want
about
to,
it?
from the, no? I mean, we've had 2 public hearings already, so I think it's been, I mean, I'm in favor of the district. I think we need to be careful moving forward, how we proceed with this. I think the 12 houses there on Belden and the street is a beautiful street to begin this, but I think we need to, as we go forward, put the guidelines together or requirements, whatever they may be in the future, and make sure that there's flexibility, not only for the homes on Belden, but for any that we consider in the future. So,
Well, I just want to say, because I've worked closely on this issue for a long time, that I think that I've reviewed the application and it was pretty thorough, and there is a lot of historic value to the different homes, the 12 contributing homes. The AHRB memo did expound on the characteristics and the features in the neighborhood that we want to maintain, and there will be a focus. So I'm definitely in favor of making it historic, especially considering all 12 homes seem to be in favor and nobody's really come out against it. But the guidelines and requirements are being worked on pursuant to the grant from the LDC to Steve Tilley, and we'll have those to review, and then we can discuss it when we're reviewing those, whether they should have more flexibility, less flexibility, or whatever, but I don't think that's necessarily appropriate to what we're deciding
Tonight?
concerning Belden.
Yeah, I'm in favor of the historic district. I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful block, and I know this was spurred on by the prospect of having one of the original homes, renovated or torn down, and luckily that didn't happen. But I think we need to preserve those beautiful homes in the village that do have historic significance, and certainly a district is great, especially on that block, because it's so beautiful,
Right.
and those homes need to be saved, so I'm in favor of it.
I also am favorably disposed toward the legislation. I do think it's going to be very important the way the guidelines or requirements are written. That's really where the rubber is going to meet the road here. And I think it's important that we strike a balance between historic preservation and also maintaining individual property rights as well, so that people don't feel that they're being compromised in terms of what they could do. But I think it's certainly possible to strike that right balance, and I think that's exactly the way we're going to approach it.
great. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm also in favor, Robert. I think it's a very beautiful street, and I think it'd be a good blueprint for the rest of the village and how we move forward. So, yeah, I'd be in favor of it.
I am definitely also in favor of it. I commend you for all the great work that all of you have done. And I really think that is just an addition to beautification and the support of maintaining our village feel. And I love every single house in there. We were walking through the holiday hustle, and it's very difficult not to admire some of the beauty that those houses have. And I'm totally in favor of protecting that.
That's great. So should I take a motion then to close the, Well, we're gonna-
You can keep the hearing open if you want, because we can draft the resolution, then it'll be available for public review.
Yeah.
Keep it open.
Yeah.
Keep it
I
open?
would suggest that we
Okay.
keep it open, because people may have comments when they see the resolution,
okay,
and there's no harm in it. It might be a 30-second public hearing, but at least that'll leave it open.
good.
People want to see the legislation.
Should take a motion. to
So I'll
adjourn
take a
public.
motion to continue the public hearing to consider an application to create a historical district on Belden Avenue. Trustee Taylor, second. Trustee Sullivan, all in favor? Unanimous.
Mayor, that'll be on January 8th,
January 8th.
7:30 here.
Sonia, thank you very much for your efforts over the last couple of years, I think, right? Thank you very much. Did a great job. Okay.
That's the next meeting date, right? We have it on the second Tuesday?
The second
It's 5
Tuesday,
and,
yeah.
Okay,
Yep,
What day is that?
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
January 1st is the first
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take a motion. We have a public hearing for the purpose of considering amendments to the Dobbs Ferry Village Code 290-27 to address the street cleaning issues relevant to the 99 Cedar Street lot. Charlene, did you want to just touch base on this?
You want to
Actually,
open the public hearing first, then we can...
Oh, okay. Can I
Sorry.
have a motion to open the public
I
hearing?
don't have much to say about
Deputy Mayor Cassell, second. Trustee Taylor, all in favor? Unanimous. Okay, Charlene.
it's really just to change it from the second Wednesday for cleaning to the third Wednesday of the month in cleaning. It's really just a change of date. It was wrongly
Okay.
issued before. And so we'll have a clean 99 Cedar. And we won't empty
Okay.
out all of the parking lots at the same time.
Very good. I like that.
And it does not intervene with the cleaning of Palisades.
Does anybody from the public want to make a comment? No? Okay. So I can close the public hearing. Do I have a motion to close the public hearing for the purpose of considering the amendment to Dobbs Ferry Village Code 290-27 to address the street cleaning issues relevant to 99 Cedar Street? Trustee Taylor, second. Trustee Vazzillo, all in favor? Unanimous. Okay, I'll take a motion to open the public hearing for the purpose of,
We want to adopt the law, too, as written?
yes.
Take a motion.
I'll take a motion to adopt the law as written. Trustee Marzillo, second. Deputy Mayor Cassell, all in favor? Unanimous. Okay, a motion to open the public hearing for the purpose of considering adopting a local law for community choice energy program in the village of Dobbs Ferry under Village Code 144. Motion? Trustee Rosillo, second. Trustee DeRossi, all in favor? Unanimous. Does anybody want to make a comment? Sir? Do you want to go, Nina, first?
I'm happy to start.
Okay.
Happy to turn it over. Great. I'm Nina Orville. I'm a member of the Sustainability Task Force. And this is something, joining this program is something the village considered a couple of years ago. And community choice aggregation is a strategy that New York State has considered to be really important in order to enable the state to meet its energy and climate goals. Because it's a new program and because of the way it is structured, where communities opt into the program and then individuals within those communities, if they choose not to participate, opt out. The Public Service Commission really has a lot of oversight over the way these programs are structured and over the way they operate. And that's something that, from our perspective, is.
Nina, is the mic on? Apparently they can't hear you back
Oh,
there.
I'm sorry.
Maybe push that green. Patty, you're good at that.
There we go.
You don't have to start over.
No, we heard you.
We heard you.
Right. So, community choice aggregation is really an important mechanism for the state to meet its energy goals. And in fact, NYSERD is in the process of developing a new grant program that is going to support communities that implement these programs as Dobbs Ferry is considering doing. And the village had thought about participating in this program when it first started with Sustainable Westchester a couple of years ago, but made the decision that took place with residents. There was an article in the Enterprise about the village considering this program. Lots of activity on Facebook. And I would also mention that this is one of the key recommendations in the climate action plan that was adopted last fall. So there was discussion about this opportunity at that time as well. So I think we feel like even though we have not reached everybody to advise them how this program works and that it's under consideration, there really has been a lot of effort to try to do that as best we could. Dan Welsh from Sustainable Westchester will be able to answer your questions, but I would say that for the two sessions that I attended, the one last Saturday and then the tabling of tree lighting, in general, the comments from residents were very favorable. In fact, at the tree lighting, there were a host of people who said, can't I sign up now? Do I have to wait? And the answer is yes, no one can sign up unless and until the village opts into the program and goes through the process. There was one resident who attended who had some concerns who we are likely to hear from now. And it's important that everybody obviously have the chance to share their opinion about
Right.
the program. So that's something we welcome.
Great. Thanks, Nina. Yes, sir. Just state your name and the address.
I was the party that objected. So, for purpose of identification, I am a Dogspur resident. My name is Julius Newdorfer. I've lived here for over 40 years, and it's a fun program, perhaps. And I use the word perhaps not because I know enough about it, but what I find the most objectionable fact is an opt-in. It's an automatic program that opts you in without my express permission. As far as I know, I have a contract with Con Edison. It's a relationship between myself, billing party, and Con Edison, and somehow this is taking control of my account without my express permission. So I object on that, simply on that basis, just to start, and I don't know how that's even legally possible. They're now able to access my account and control my account, which I find a problem on any scope. So how this became a law and about to be adopted as further law at the local level baffles me. I don't know what authority that's granted. I asked about the authority of the organization, Westchester Power. It's ostensibly a nonprofit organization, yet there's no mention of 501c filing or any record of that. That was published on their website. They just have put pictures of the sun, the moon, and the stars, and no objection to that. I'm not saying I'm anti-renewables or pro-renewables. I'm not even getting into the argument whether or not it should or shouldn't be renewable energy, but I find that this mechanism being used of mandating that you opt in until you opt out is counter to basically business and public interest. On the second level, I'm not sure that the validity of the power cost is quite right on an extended contract, considering the fact that renewable energy is dropping in price like crazy, and 2-cent power is now available with wind energy through power purchase agreements. So, second to the issue of whether this is the right price or not, I find that the legality of it in question. I don't know whether other information is going to be presented tonight, and I'm probably the only one who objected. Everybody was all for renewables, and I'm not against renewables, but I'm questioning the mechanism which is trying to be implemented. I understand this is a good thing. It's not meant to be anything onerous or objectionable, but commandeering my account and actually gaining information in my account is a problem for me with an organization with unknown security. So how they can access my account, gain access to my information in the age of people stealing identities, and not just their stealing identities, but I would imagine they have level 5 to the top people I'm on there to protect my account. So those are the basis of my questions. Now, I understand some of those are here to answer that, but I'd like to state that on the record.
Great. Thank
I
you.
also had concerns, because part of it is that, maybe you can address that looks like Con Ed will provide individual customer information to Sustainable Westchester and then to Dobbs Ferry, which will be protected by FOIL, but I'm also wondering, has anyone had a problem with some other communities having FOIL requests made for information for individual customers.
So, yeah, we started to, so I can remember all this well. We'll work backwards, I guess. Should I read this out?
What?
Yeah, there you go. All right. So, what was the last?
Well, part of it would saying that,
Right.
yes,
So, and which also, I guess, goes in part to the 501c3 question as well. So Westchester Power itself is not a standalone corporation. It's a program within the Sustainable Westchester organization. Many programs, community solar, electric vehicle promotions, and recycling programs. Westchester Power is one of the programs. So the 501c3 is with Sustainable Westchester. I think everybody's familiar with that organization. It's been around for a number of years now, and again, promoted many different environmental. Topsbury, of course, has been a member for a number of years. So Westchester Power, standalone website. It has sort of branding to it, but it's part of the Sustainable Westchester offering. So as far as foiling data is concerned, even though Sustainable Westchester is connected to the towns by means of it being a membership organization, to my knowledge, it's not necessarily subject to the type of foiling possibilities that the municipal government itself would be subject to. So I don't know that that's a tremendous concern there. And the type of information that we have is essentially names and addresses. There is a kind of account number, but that's the extent of it. We are subject to very rigorous data security agreements with the utility. And in fact, we are working right now with a specialty consultant that does security reviews and policy reviews for many state organizations called NICE Tech. And so we are adhering to all of the standards that are required under those security agreements. But the data itself is not highly sensitive anyway. It's not like FERPA data or HIPAA data or any of the health or education or anything serious like that. It's essentially, mailing lists. So I think that's pretty well covered. I think that the big issue that people have, if they have an issue, is around the opt-out fees. Understand that because we get those questions. And the reaction is understandable. I like to present it sort of in context. First of all, utilities have traditionally been the subject of municipal engagement and participation historically. So you have lots of utilities where they're essentially, the municipality is a monopoly provider, and it is what it is. In this case, what we've done is taken a system where the supply has been for years and years coming from a monopoly regulated utility where you had one choice. You called up, you said, hook up my power, and then you got what you got. And we've taken just the energy portion now and made it subject to a community process where people have input, and we decide what the criteria that we want to pursue with respect to obtaining that energy are, go out and for bids and get the best price we can. So there's more localized than it ever was. And that structure was put in place, of course, on purpose through the PSC actions as a result of observations of where the trends were in the electric power industry. Of course, it was deregulated back in the late 90s so that you could go out and purchase from private suppliers, and that continued for some time. It didn't quite work the way people wanted to. It didn't get picked up as much as they wanted to propagate in as much. It only extended to about 20% of the population ever taking the action to do so. So the whole effort to try and
with the demands of the market for better pricing, better products, was not happening. So the community choice aggregation vehicle is kind of hybrid, where, you know, as a group, we go out and make this purchase, and now we're doing that. We're asking the market to provide those improvements in the products. And yet, even within this structure, we're still giving everybody the freedom to choose what they need to choose, but we're changing the starting point. So instead of your starting point when you come in and you know, call Con Ed and say, you know, get me some power, the starting point, the default, is the community selected option. All the other options are still there. But I understand, you know, we have these conversations quite frequently, and a lot of times people, I mean, we'll get people who just say, they're just kind of nervous about it, because I've always been with Con Ed, and, you know, will my power get cut off if something happens? And so it is a change, and I understand that people need to take their time to work their way through it.
And the answer is no, the power will not.
Yes, yes.
So a couple of questions, if I could. First, the opt-out. Is that, how soon in the process could someone who didn't want to participate in this opt out? Can they opt out before, or is it the first day, and could they do it at any time in the process if they're unhappy with what they're getting?
Yeah, so as we launch, as soon as we get approval and a number of steps that I'll describe in a moment, we get the mailing list from Con Ed, and we send that mailing out, and that's when the 30-day opt-out period starts. But that opt-out period is not to say that in 31 days you can't opt out, or it's especially painful. You can opt out at any time. No exit fee, come back in, it's, you know, it's very flexible, especially compared again to a private ESCO contract. But within the 30 days, if you opt out, then you will have never been in the program. So that's really the only distinction there.
So a resident who has a concern, doesn't want to participate, doesn't want anything to do with it, gets a notice and has 30 days to say, no, thank you,
Yes.
I want to stay with Con Ed.
Yes, and they can either, in the notice package, there'll be an envelope and a slip, they stick the slip in the envelope and mail it, or they see the phone number there, they pick up the phone, they call us, and we have them, you know, opted out within a minute or two.
Okay.
So it's
Ne-
very simple.
Next question. What's the default option within the plan? There were obviously commercial versus residential, but then there were two options within each. One, the regular, and the other, the green
Right.
option.
So the default is a matter of what the village or the municipality wants to pick as default. There are two supply options in the current contract structure, and that's one is just a standard grid supply, as if you were with Con Ed in terms of the makeup, and the other is 100% renewable. And starting in January, that's 100% New York hydropower. So the village picks the default, and that's the default that the resident would be in, you know, if they took no action. And then going from there again, of course, they can change to the other power option, or opt out as is their choice.
And then the next question is, there were some rates that were shown that were historical Con Ed rates, and then future rates for the program.
Right.
Can you give us a sense, or actually specifically tell us what current Con Ed rates are relative to the rates, both the regular and the renewable?
So the rate analysis is a fair thing, and your friend Jasmine is our chief rate cruncher. The way to look at, because it changes from day to day, so we have what current rates are, it's really something where you need, in order to get a sense of it, you need to sort of average over time. And the process we use for triangulating and setting a maximum for our bid rates is to look backwards at the prior 12 months. And the Con Ed rate for that prior 12 months on the average was 8.26 cents for the residential. So
Per comment.
8.26, you said,
8.26, right.
and the units are
Cents
cents per kilowatt hour, okay.
Right. So, and again, as in the notice letter had indicated, the price came in, the bidding price came in 7.96 cents. So we're below that trailing, last year's trailing average, and that with also purchasing green power. That 7.96 is the renewable number. I use that most frequently because almost every municipality is in that program right now. The standard supply is 7.71 cents, starting from so it's a quarter of a penny less than the renewable, which
And those rates are fixed for how long?
2 years, that contract is 2 years.
Okay. And the Con Ed rates would move around based on changes in energy prices and
Energy
other factors?
prices, their own hedging strategies, and a lot of times people call us and say, I looked at the gas prices and like this, how come the Con Ed? It's generally with energy energy prices, but it can be a little bit different because of other factors, but, yeah. So this price, again, beats the 12 months average, and it beats, in fact, the average that we were targeting for the first contracts, which is to say that going forward the next 2 years, you'll be locked in at a rate which is less than Con Ed's 2015 rates on average.
Do you know what Con Ed's rate would have been for us, residential rate for the last month? Because I think it is in the bill somewhere. I'm not sure.
It is
quite
in the
where.
bill, but everybody's bill is different because your particular rate will be based on the meter read date for that date. So it's a little bit messy, but if you look on your bill, on page 2, the top left section is the energy supply, and there, under that section is a little box with italics in
Yeah.
it where they do the math for you, because you can't, a lot of people will look at just the energy part, but to get the price to compare apples to apples, you have to add these other little fees into it. So they do that work for you, but that's for a given month. So on one month, it'll be higher, another month it'll be lower, but at least for that month, they'll tell you on an equivalent basis, you know, if you're looking at ESCO prices, this is what we are today. But it really is only meaningful again on an average over time.
And then last promise, this is my last question, at least for
No,
now.
that's fine.
And that just is, at any point in time, if a resident sees, just to clarify, because I think you've already said this, but at any point in time, if a resident it sees that rate or compares it to what Con Ed would offer, and they want to change, to go back, they could do it at any point in time.
Yes, and I think that's a real indication of the strength of the program, that we're confident enough in it that, you know, if things look better somewhere else and go south, you can always check out. Tina reminded me that on the rates side, the most exciting part really of this bid in some respects was the commercial rate. So we took a real deep discount this time. We're 20% lower than the last contract. The supplier agreed to use the same price as the residential rate. So that'll be the same 7.96 cents for the commercial. And it was in the high nines, almost 10 before. In this last contract, the commercial did not perform as well as the residential, but it did better than break even, so while purchasing green power. But this time we have a real nice offering for the commercial participants. Generally, the small commercial accounts comprise maybe 7% on average of most municipalities, roughly. So it's not the biggest part, but it's nice to be able to provide benefit to your small businesses. It might be behooved to talk a little bit about scheduling. Should you go forward from here, there's still some processes before launch. If you approve the local law, we'll now have all the pieces we need to submit to the Department of Public Service for approval for your participation. That's the record of outreach that Nina just described. It's a copy of the certified copy of your local law and a stamp confirm that we're okay with the rates, because unfortunately, since we aren't piggybacking right on the contract, and we didn't sign on with the rest of the municipalities, they're not committed yet. If the market went south on them, there is this tiny chance they'll come back and say, I can't do it for this. That hasn't happened yet. We brought in Croton, we brought in Town Ridge, and each time they managed to make it happen. And especially for a smaller municipality, it's not a big deal for them, so I don't anticipate an issue, but that's part of the process. They will confirm we're good to go. And when they've done that, then you'll be in a position where you can just sign the contract. So I think maybe if we haven't provided the format of the contract, we'll certainly do so. And take a look at it. But at the point where we get confirmation of pricing, you can sign the contract. Then we go back to Con Ed and we get the detailed account data to do the mailing with. Mailing goes out. There's a little buffer for 3 days actually for the mail to get there. When the 30 days is over, we actually have a new process at the end where Con Ed has given us a list with proxy IDs, not the actual account numbers. We send back to the folks who didn't opt out. They send us back the list with the actual account numbers. Then the enrollment goes in. Anyway, with all that in front of us, Dr. would be looking at a launch which would start on April 1st, probably, as long as we can get the approval back and the contract signed by, I think, around January 10th or so. We get the contract signed by then we can make that schedule with all the little pieces. So that's kind of an overview of the schedule.
Great, thanks, Dan.
Sure.
Yes, sir, would you like to?
Couple of,
Yeah.
oh, sorry, that's all right. You can hold it. I can hold it.
Just squeeze it.
There you go.
There.
All right. So, and respectfully, I have no thought that you have anything other than best intentions in mind, but I don't believe that security is as good as you say it is, or believe it is, I should say. Con Ed account numbers are key to fraud. It's one of the things that you use for identification, your Con Ed bill and your Con Ed account number. So how well that's guarded on a PC sitting in the Mount Kisco residence there doesn't sound like exactly national security, but I'll defer to that. If this is in fact New York hydropower, why are you going to a commercial entity to buy New York hydropower rather than it not being built directly from New York hydropower via New York channels? I'm not saying that you're doing the program itself sounds like you're not buying New York hydropower. Why go to commercial entities, which are all a for-profit organization? So if this is to use New York hydropower, just on a price point alone, I would think that there's a better way to procure that power. As I said, I know for a fact that wind power is down to 2 cents a kilowatt hour, and it can be purchased in a large power purchase agreement. So we're looking into a dropping market of energy source, green energy source, renewables. And as a program, I'm not saying your retention is good, but what I really reiterate is the fact that it's an opt-in, and simply the fact that I have to now go and send a registered letter, get proof of delivery, and everything else to guarantee that I'm not, if I so choose to not include myself, and I'm not even saying that I do or don't want a program, but I believe that the opt-in, opt-out issue is a greater issue as a slippery slope than anything else here.
Yeah, just to speak to the pricing, the 2 cents that you're talking about is like wholesale out of Texas. And we have to buy from a supplier who is registered to retail supply in New York State. There's a whole lot of pieces between a wholesale wind price and selling to an actual resident. So, but that said, this bid was executed through an open bid through all the qualified suppliers in New York. This is the best price you can get under those conditions. We are also exploring a lot of different ways to bring more benefits to our residents, including the still have to go through a retailer, but we would have a direct relationship with the generator and just use the retailer to sort of sleeve the contract. Those are things that we are trying to work on and look to the future, but nobody can buy 2-cent power and, supply it to us.
You could buy it in the same way that they buy it, just file for it, and now become a liable and a power purchase agreement, just like other commercial entities do. Retail or wholesale. So has anybody actually told you you couldn't do that?
Yeah, you can't do that. We have to go through an energy service company that has a retail authority. We can't sell directly to customers. But, your point is taken. We want to constantly be striving to leverage our bulk purchasing capacity and go further into that chain and obtain more value. But today,
Will you be announcing what your total purchase is when you aggregate all these units, the total KW rate that you're buying megawatts that you
sure, when we go out for the bid, that we put all that information into the bid document after we sign.
Wait, so it's not free available, so it can be compared? Or you're only giving it to the bidders?
Oh, we give it to the bidders. I mean, we have,
But it's public.
our annual reports, which are available with the PSC. If you just, we can send out links or it's on our website.
Why don't you, we're going to have to move along. Maybe, I don't know if you want to contact Dan.
I have a question, if you don't mind. So, talking about the sharing of information, it's in our local law that, under section 144-4E, the one that's being proposed tonight, that they'll provide Sustainable Westchester with the customer-specific data, and it lists out what that would be, of all bundled customers in the village of Dobbs Ferry not currently enrolled with an individually chosen ESCO. So is this only being sent to people that haven't already opted out of Con Ed?
Essentially, yes. So they're only going to people who have not signed up with another private supplier.
So if somebody years ago went with Ambit, would they receive a notice or they don't?
They will not.
And are they part of this opt-in? So how do those
They
people
won't
opt in?
They won't receive the letter as part of the opt-out process. They're excluded. But, one of the benefits of having this community activity is that people hear about it and we get calls from people and they start to look at their bills and they haven't looked at it for years. And very often when you sign up with an ESCO, initially the price looks okay and then you forget about it. And as soon as the contract ends, you're on month to month and those rates can go up. So we see, 10, 12, 15 cent rates from people who haven't really been watching this.
So how do those people get into, if
They
we
have to
adopt the
call
law,
us.
how do they get in?
They call us, and then first thing we say is, please check and see if you have an exit penalty on your contract. So if they only have 3 months to go, but there's a $100 exit fee, we'll say, you should wait those 3 months, and we'll sign you in when that's complete. We'll put a little reminder to pop up and get back in touch with them, or they'll get in touch with us, and we'll sign them on just to time it so that they can come in after that contract ends. Or if they're already on month to month, and they call up and they confirm that, then we can bring them right in. So.
But there's no access to you to the number of residents that are registered with ESCOs already.
Well, we know the number, because when we get the aggregate numbers, they give us that number, the ineligible number.
Yeah. So how many, do you know what that number is now, or you don't?
I won't know that until we finish this process, get the.
Oh, right, after you get the information from Con
After we
Ed.
get the approval from PSC, then I can get the aggregate numbers. But generally, it ranges from anywhere from 20%, 25% at most. So it's not, it's not insignificant. But
Yeah.
it's,
So I want to ask you a question in terms to what you just said. Is there a fee for anybody that wants to then eventually after they join you and they're not happy or they probably want to make a change? Is there a fee?
No, there's no fee to go out at any time.
Okay, thank you.
There was, in fact, as part of this last contract negotiation, the supplier was proposing that if somebody leaves and comes back, that they should have the right to review the rate, just in case the rates
Mayor, may I ask? May I ask a
Yes,
question?
Charlene?
Obviously, education is necessary in these areas. Do you have any plans for continuing education if in fact this law is passed?
Sure, yeah, we do continuous outreach in all the municipalities. We look for opportunities, obviously, to sort of piggyback on events, so we're regulars at Very Fest. And also, what's really important these days, and it's almost just as important as the program itself, is the way all the rest of our Sustainable Westchester programs are sort of dovetailing together. So when we go out to promote EVs, you know, we're always telling people, this is Sustainable Westchester, we have all these programs. If you have an electric vehicle, you'll benefit from having the lower rates to charge your car with, you know. Or we have a new Heat Smart program, which is promoting geothermal heat pumps and air source heat pumps, which would be a transition to electric heat for people. Again, having the dependable low rates through the community choice aggregation program is a nice dovetail for that. So there's a lot of cross-marketing that goes around it, and then you also, you know, we benefit from down here in this area, kind of shared media, so you will see things that happen in other towns. So
Right.
it's pretty continuous.
So the launch package, the communications that go out, you will have all this information in there, Q&A and so forth.
Yes, and it's, you know, there's mandated content. We of course have to tell people the rates, all the different ways that they have to opt in or opt out or opt up, down, all the contact information. There's a double-sided FAQ piece, so it's a complete set of information for that.
Great. Thanks, Dan.
And then we're available on the phone. You know, some people just don't quite get it, and we have to spend 25 minutes on the phone kind of walking through it. And to a lot of people, this is a first for them to even like think about their bill, and that there's actually sort of different components to the bill. And so that's kind of a benefit of the program too, is people, you know, are more familiar with their energy supply.
Good. Any other questions?
I'll just say that the Sustainability Task Force obviously can work on outreach and education in the next few months, and we'll do that through, you know, our various channels. So that is on us as well as the local community members. So.
Okay. Thanks, Alyssa, Dan, Neem. Okay, so I'll take a motion then to close the public hearing. Deputy Mayor Cassell, second. Trustee Rosillo, all in favor? Unanimous. I'd like to take a motion then to consider adopting the local law for community choice energy program in the village of Dobbs Ferry, creating village code number 144. Motion, Trustee Rosillo, second. Trustee DeRozzi?
I've got just one question of clarification. This, I don't remember from going through the package, which rate are we having as the automatic?
I don't believe
It's your choice.
Yeah.
The question is that in this legislation?
Oh, you mean green versus
No.
Yeah.
standard?
I don't think it is.
No, it's not. I believe that we have to sign a contract, and
So you don't have to determine that just to pass the law. The law is an enabling law. It
right.
allows you to
Right.
participate. It wouldn't be a terrible thing if you. Oh, sorry. Again, as an enabling law, you're actually not yet committed to the program in that sense, right? And describe the process where we'll get through the approvals, and then you'll get confirmation of the pricing. At that point, you can sign the contract. Probably wouldn't be bad to stay on schedule if you're pretty much ready to do that at some point earlier than that, to do a resolution, you know, say that you want to be in the green supply program rather than the standard. And you could do, at any point, you could do a resolution which basically says that
Okay. So again, I'll take a motion to close the public hearing. Did we do? We did that. So I'll take to adopt the local law for Community Choice Energy Program in the Village of Dobbs Ferry.
We did that, now we're just taking the vote.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
There was a motion, a second, and then Larry had a question.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the discussion part.
So all in favor? Unanimous? Good. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you all.
Oh, I thought there wasn't, you need a second?
I need a second on that.
I thought we had a second.
We had,
Motion by Rosillo.
Trustee
no
Wi-
second.
And myself.
what?
I think it
You
was
were
Laura. No, I think it was
first.
Laura.
Mark?
It was me.
Okay.
Mauer.
You got that?
You have that, Liz?
Got it.
Okay. Okay, thank you all very much for all your efforts, the whole sustainability task force. Now we have courtesy of the floor. Anybody like to address the board? Everybody's gone. Okay.
Patty.
Patty,
I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to embarrass her publicly. Happy birthday, Alyssa.
happy birthday, Alyssa.
Thank you for coming to see us
Enjoy.
on your birthday. I feel it's special.
We'll let everybody clear out. Bye-bye.
All right, Mr. Mayor, let's go.
Okay. Consider a motion to approve audits number 1, number 2, and number 3 for December 2018 as recommended by the village treasurer. Jeff, do you have any comment? No? Trustee Taylor?
I have no comments.
Oh, okay.
I'm happy to-
Okay. Motion? Second, Trustee Rosillo, all in favor? Unanimous. Consider a motion to appoint Felicia Rivera, Ravi Wadera, and Dana Greco as members of the nominating committee for a term of 1 year as recommended by the nominating committee. Motion? Trustee,
I'm
Trustee,
making motions here, I'll do it.
okay. Trustee Taylor, second. Trustee Rosillo, all in favor?
The next two are yours.
Unanimous.
The next one is Stefan.
Consider a motion to appoint Nicole
You know,
Trot.
Bob, on these nominating committee ones, I think it'd be helpful if the nominating committee could send us, when they send the recommendations, the backup for why they're making the recommendations. I know we talked about these offline, but I think it'd be helpful for the board to know why they're being recommended and why they're of value to the different committees or services they're gonna be providing the village.
We'll ask Paula, the chair of the committee, Paul McCarthy.
Yeah, just send
To
the
do that.
resumes or whatever.
Yeah.
applications,
Okay, consider a motion to appoint Nicole Trotta as a member of the Youth Services Council for a term of 3 years, as recommended by the nominating committee. Trustee DeRossi, second. Deputy Mayor Cassell, all in favor? Unanimous. Mayor's appointment of Mary Mitchell to the Ad hoc Downtown Improvement Task Force. Consider a motion to approve a request from Ms. Kay Sussman for signage and banners from January 1st, 2019 to January 27th, 2019 for the Dobbs Ferry PTSA Intercultural Day Festival. Motion? Trustee Rosillo, second. Trustee Taylor, all in favor? Unanimous? So I need to, this is on, we'll do the motion then. Okay, I'll take a motion to grant village attorney authority to commence litigation in the Supreme Court of Westchester County against owners at 41 Ridge Road related to the illegal use of the property. And this stems from
We can do a quick update if you want.
yeah, why don't you do that?
So this is the property, 41 Ridge Road, the owners of the property, there was a dog at the property, there's 5 pit bulls there, and one of the pit bulls bit another
No,
dog
that
and
one's
severely
still
injured that dog. Thank God the dog did not pass away. We have them in local court now related to some of the violations. One of the violations is an illegal use of the property as a breeding location, running a business for breeding dogs out of that location. We think there's ample evidence to show that, including website that shows that. The defendant claims, the owners of the property claim that they're not used as a breeding company, but we believe they are. I think it's a potential danger for the community to have that at that location in a residential district, so I'd recommend that you grant me the authority to bring the action in Supreme Court to stop that. And we'll ask for an order to remove the dogs from the property and the breeding.
Right, okay. I mean, safety is, I mean, our utmost, important thing here in the village, so I would like to get a motion then to grant the village attorney authority to commence litigation. Motion? Trustee Rosillo, second. Trustee Sullivan, all in favor? Unanimous.
Thank you.
Thanks, Darius. The minutes from November 27th, 2018, and minutes from December 3rd, 2018. Any comments? No? So do I have a motion to approve the minutes? Trustee Rosillo, second.
I wasn't here the third.
Oh, Deputy Mayor Cassell, all in favor? Unanimous? Oh, I guess it was 6-0, right? Five. Five is,
No, I'm sorry, I was just making sure I was at the meeting, 'cause I couldn't remember.
oh, okay.
No, but Christie's not here, and
Christie's
Larry
gone,
Larry
yeah.
wasn't here.
And Larry wasn't here, so it's 5-0.
It said Larry was here.
He wasn't there for the
I
third.
was not there on the third. I was on the 27th.
Oh, I'm looking at the 27th, sorry.
Okay.
I'll catch up.
Reports. Trustee DeRossi, would you like to comment?
Oh, I have a big report. So I actually asked for a little bit of assistance on this because I have a big thank you to send to our team from the Youth Council. They did an amazing job with the holiday hustle, so bear with me as I read here, but I'm gonna make sure that everybody get the thank you that they deserve. So we actually had 577 runners on the 5K, 100 kids on the Reindeer Run. The big thank you goes to Barry Sherman, our chair, Justin, which everybody knows Justin, Helene Sorensen, Kelly Foster, John Clayman, Joe Cox, the volunteers of the Dobbs Ferry High School Youth Council, and Mercy College. We are going to be purchasing gifts for unprivileged families of our community, and they really did an amazing, amazing job. Thank you to the mayor and for Vincent to join us during the cold morning that it was that day. So I just want to say that thank you so much for the great job. I really am very proud of the job that the Youth Council is doing. I want to welcome more youth to get involved. The parents, please encourage your children to get involved because they're doing an amazing job. I want to thank also Kendra, because Kendra, the police department, and there was such a team effort from the administration to put this whole thing together, and they did such an amazing job. Of course, that we got to welcome Nicole. Thank you for joining our team. You're going to have a lot of fun. And happy holidays to everybody. Enjoy your time with your family, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Trustee DeRossi. Trustee Sullivan?
Yeah, I just want to recognize Kendra and the rec department for putting on a really nice gingerbread decorating activity last Friday night, followed by the movie Elf. It was I think about 50 kids came, and it was a great success.
Wow.
And they've been doing a great job with expanding the programs available to the community. And they did break ground on the pool, so we're moving forward with that.
Yeah, I think Kendra told me today at the senior event that the demolition is just about done, which is great. Went very, very quick. They did a terrific job. Thank you, Trustee Sullivan. Trustee Taylor?
I just would remind people that tomorrow evening at the Hilton Garden Inn, the Chamber of Commerce is hosting their annual holiday party. So anyone who is interested and wants to get to know the chamber better or to participate, you should feel free to join that event.
Great, thank you, Trustee Taylor. Trustee Rizzo?
I don't have anything.
Nothing? Trustee?
Yeah, so as the mayor mentioned, the seniors had their Christmas party today, the holiday party. It was great fun. It was a huge turnout. You know, big shout out to Abby, Perrette, Kendra, and all the people who worked there. And Mary Jane Shimsky attended, as did George Latimer. So it was really great to see them there. And another shout out to the Days of Wonder. Their class, their kindergarten class came and sang holiday songs for the seniors, and it was very much appreciated. Santa was there, and Mrs. Claus. And the next senior party will be on January 8th, and that will be the New Year party, so.
Fantastic. It was a lot of fun
It was fun.
today, and they were singing and gifts, and
Yep.
Santa Claus was there. So it was terrific. And the holiday hustle was absolutely fantastic, and Trustee DeRossi ran in the
I
race.
walk.
The mayor and Trustee Rosillo cheered her on at the finish line. But it was a great day, a lot of fun, and you know, we want a safe, clean, fun village. And people are telling me we're having too much fun. There's too much fun going on in Dobbs Ferry. But that's great. I think it's terrific for the village, and there's a lot of great things going on. The other thing, too, is the beautification of the downtown. I don't know if everybody's taken a look at the decorations. Absolutely beautiful this year. Came out, the lights and the planters. Really nice job. So the
A
beautification.
lot more coming.
The bows and the little snowmen in there. In the
Yeah,
planters.
thank you to the DPW. They do an amazing job. I saw the guys putting up the lights as I was waiting on Cedar Street, and you really have no idea how tedious and detailed it is for them to put those lights on those trees. So thank you to Steven and his team. They do a really, really good
They
job.
do a great job, so thank you to the staff. We wish everybody a wonderful, happy, safe holiday, family, friends. Enjoy it. Be safe, drive safe, and we'll see you in the new year. I think January 8th is the next meeting. So thank you all very much. Adjourned.